Hi Aries, welcome to your general love reading. This is Pythia's Prophecy Tarot, and this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Aries, many of you probably already know how this works. Okay, for those of you that don't, it's energy. Don't force it to fit if the reading doesn't resonate. If some parts resonate and others don't, just take the bits that do. And if there's multiple people, you could always be any one of these people. Okay. Um, okay, so let's see what's the message for you, Aries. And also, if the message doesn't resonate, please do check your other placements, especially moon and rising signs. Okay. So, what is the message here for Aries? My Aries friends, what's the message? Oh, got the dark. Okay. And perspective. All right. Let's see. Aries. What's the message here for Aries? Journey. And one more. What's the message for Aries? Oh, sudden wealth reversed. Okay. Okay. Family room. So Aries is with this dark. It always speaks to depression, right? It's got Sylvia Plath as well on the card. She was famously depressed, right? So I don't know. There's an air of depression here, or anxiety. With this journey, it has to do about, maybe it's been a while coming as well. Like, maybe it's been ongoing for a bit. In which case, I mean, some of you, if you're very depressed, please do seek help, okay? With perspective, you could be seeing something differently. With family room, it could literally have to do with the family, okay? There could be stress, anxiety around this, some depression. With the sudden wealth reversed, it could even be about a divorce, okay? Because we're talking about the family room. It could be a loss of money or a loss of stability, okay? All right, maybe something that's been built up for a while with this journey card. And there could be anxiety in terms of leaving all of this behind as well, okay? So let's see. That's what I'm getting off of those cards, but let's see when we get the tarot out. What is the message here for Aries? What is the message for Aries? The Lovers. Wow. Okay, so there's a choice here. Page of Coins crossed by the Seven of Swords. We've got the Ten of Wands, Four of Cups, Eight of Wands, Ace of Swords, Knight of Swords, the Star, the Sun, and the outcome is the Ace of Cups. Okay. With the Seven of Cups, now I think that's a bit of that dark energy. Confusion, fear, imagining the worst maybe, okay? Okay. There is a choice here, Aries. There's a soulmate. There's a special connection here. With the Page of Coins, it's about going towards this. You may want to move on, okay, from this family room, this family dynamic, starting something new here. With this Ten of Wands, you could feel like life is heavy, burdensome, okay? Okay. The only thing is with the Seven of Swords, this lover or this connection is secret, okay? It's not openly acknowledged. It's something secret here. And I think you're finding the secrecy as well pretty heavy now. Maybe you're burdened with guilt, okay, for some of you. With the Four of Cups, I think in the past you were bored, there was boredom. And some of you could have taken a lover because you were bored, okay? You could have done something here with this Page of Coins, started something. Yeah. Okay, we have the Ace of Swords. So there's some sort of clarity coming up about the situation. And with the Knight of Swords, I think you're getting ready to relay that, okay? You will speak up about it. Now what's hidden is the Star. I think there is someone here that, this love connection, it is something you greatly desire with the Star. It's hidden though. It's not something you share with anyone. And you're afraid of it coming to light with the Sun, okay? You're very afraid. It's like a little secret indulgence, okay? And something you greatly desire, but you wish to keep it secret. And we have Ace of Cups in the outcome, Aries. Wow. Okay. So let's see. It all looks good. I'm not sure why you're so depressed here. Okay. Let's see. Aries. Maybe it's guilt. Okay, I have to say. Because with the Seven of Swords, it does look like something secretive. Let's look at this Lovers. Where's the Lovers there? Two of Swords. And the Four of Wisdom. Yeah. You're not sure, Aries. Okay, you're uncertain. With this Four of Wisdom, it's all very parched. You know, you might not be, you might be you're not sure maybe if you should go down the route with this lover or you should hold back from them. Okay, because you know, with this family room, you could be in a connection already. Now let's look at this Knight of Coins. Oh, sorry, Page of Coins. Where's the Page of Coins there? The Six of Shields and the Grail Knight. Yeah. You're wondering if you should go back to someone. Will they let you in, maybe? Okay, maybe you want to offer this cup. You know, you may want to offer, I think you want to head back to somebody, maybe even offer them an apology and this cup. Okay, let's look at the Seven. Yeah, with the Seven, with the star here, you know, this is the person that you desire, that is in the past, that's hidden. Now let's look at the Seven of Swords. Lucifer. Why is the Seven of Swords there? And the Knight of Shields. Yeah, I think the fact is, Aries, you are in a connection, okay? There's already a commitment here. You know, with this Knight of Shields, you want to go towards someone, but somebody's already in a commitment. I think it's you, okay? Which is why the Seven of Swords is the obstacle. The fact that this is a secret, you know. Now let's look at the Ten of Spears. There's a Ten of Spears there. Oh, what is this? Esclamon de Foi and the Parfait. I think you felt things are getting very heavy. You've dreamt of a new life and making something new for yourself. Okay. Now let's look at the Four of Cups, the Wheel of Life, and the Three of Swords. I think you were bored in the past, Aries, but I think you knew that any change would cause pain. Okay, there was no way to change this dynamic without someone getting hurt, right? Because it does look like this is a third party. You're already in a family room dynamic, and then you've got this lover as well. Now let's look at this Eight of Wands. Where's the Eight of Spears there for Aries? These are general. It's not going to apply to every Aries. Okay. Lady of Shields and one more. Eight of Shields. Yeah, you know you want to move towards this person, but it's going to bring a tower. Okay. Now let's look at this Ace of Swords. Six of Wisdom and the World of Truth. Yeah, this is the person you desire. With the Six of Wisdom, I think you're not sure, you know. I mean, maybe you feel unable to pursue this, you know. Because you can see how this Ace of Cups is put up in that alcove. It feels like you've shelved this or tabled this for a while, Aries, although you really desire this. Now let's look at the Knight of Swords. Justice, and one more. The Nine of Love. Yeah. This is what you desire, okay? For some of you, you may want to get divorced. I did get that with that sudden wealth reversed, right? With that family room, it's happening in a family dynamic. You may speak up. Or if this person wants a commitment, then you may be wondering whether you want to go down this road, okay? Because it feels like a third party that you're not willing to confront. You're still afraid of bringing this to the light. Let's look at the Star. Consolamentum and the Three of Wisdom. Yeah. You want a new chapter with this person. You want to build something with them. But you're very afraid of bringing it all to light. Let's look at the Sun. The Ace of Swords and the Ondura. You're seeing things differently. You know, you see the truth differently. And you're now very scared, Aries, okay, of letting this come to light. So for some of you, I mean, you may not be sure about this third party, you know, although you desired them, you may not be comfortable about moving towards them, okay, for some of you. Let's look at the Ace of, what is this? Let's look at the Ace of Cups. Where's the Ace of Cups there for Aries? Where's the Ace of Cups there for Aries? The Knight of Swords. And one more. Lady Wisdom and the Four of Swords. I think Lady Wisdom, I mean, that's the, that's the secret, the High Priestess, right? You're thinking of this person and you're thinking about how to communicate, okay? Okay. Let me get some cards on this dark. What is this dark about? Why is the dark there for Aries? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you're very stressed about the change, you know. The change in family dynamic, the loss of money you could suffer as a result of a divorce. You're very worried about that. Let's look at perspective. Yeah, Ace of Wands. I think you're not so sure about this Ace of Wands. Although you desire this person, you desire to be done maybe with your family life. You find that all heavy. You know, you're still not ready. You're not ready to maybe go down this path, okay? Let's look at that journey. Yeah, Seven of Swords. I think this has been going on for a while, Aries, okay? This deception has been a while. I don't think it's, this is not a one-night stand we're talking about. This is like a long-standing affair, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting. And you've been thinking about maybe leaving your spouse for a while. But maybe just not prepared to do it. Now let's look at that Four of Wisdom. See, Four of Swords reversed. I think you've isolated yourself maybe from this, the lover, right? You could have separated yourself. And you're not sure now if you want this, you know. I think, yeah, with the Seven of Cups, there's some confusion because I think you're not sure. You desire this person, but you're not sure that it's worth all of the upheaval. Let's look at the Two of Swords. Yeah, see, King of Wands, Four of Wands. You know, you're not sure if you should do something, if you should actively pursue this lover. That's what I'm getting, okay? Now let's look at the Six of Shields. Three of Wands. The Six of Shields there. See, there's an expectation by this lover maybe that you would work on this, okay? And for some of you, you could be working instead on, on your relationship, being a partner to, like working on your marriage or your connection, focused on that. Let's look at the Grail Knight. Eight of Swords. Yeah, I think you feel that you just can't go towards this person. Now let's look at the Lucifer. Why is Lucifer there? The Magician. See, I think you're manipulating your spouse, Aries, okay? That's what I'm getting here. If you're the one who's got this lover and you're in a commitment, then you're manipulating your spouse by deceiving them, right? Now let's look at, and I think this is beginning to weigh on you. Like maybe you're feeling guilty, you can't keep it up anymore, okay? You can't keep up the pretense. You can't keep up the manipulation. It's beginning to make you feel guilty. Let's look at Esclamant de Foix. Page of Swords. And one more. Ace of Swords. And one more. Justice. See, you're finding it too heavy to tell this person that you want a divorce. Okay, you're finding it. I think you're with an Empress energy, and you're finding it very difficult to tell this person. With this Queen of Cups, they're kind, they're nurturing, they're your spouse. You may have got this lover in the past because you were bored, right? And now maybe you've had time to think about it with this Four of Swords reversed, and you're having a rethink about moving towards a lover. Let's look at the Parquet. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. The High Priestess, sees? The manipulation of starting something in secret behind your spouse's back. I think that's getting to be a bit too much for you. Okay. Let's look at the Wheel of Life. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. See, I think you don't feel that you want to change this dynamic. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Wheel of Life, you've already got it pretty good. That's what I'm getting. Okay, like financially, you've got a comfortable life, and you're not sure that you want to upend all that by introducing heartache and pain. Okay, so you could have been a bit bored in your marriage, but I think you also recognize that it's very comfortable, Aries. You've got a good thing going, and that's why you're conflicted now about going towards this lover. You don't think, you're not so sure about them. Okay, let's look at the World of Truth. Yeah, Three of Swords and one more. King of Swords. See, you're prepared to. You don't want this heartache, okay? You don't want to cause pain. I mean, you are going to cause pain, obviously, to this third party. But you're becoming clear, I think you're going to shelve that. Let's look at that Six of Wisdom. Yeah, Nine of Swords. See, there's a lot of guilt and anxiety. And so you're cutting out the third party, okay? Now, let's look at Menora Mentum. Nine of Pentacles. See, I think you're going to tell this lover who really wants you to get a divorce. Let's look at the Nine of Cups. Yeah, so that you can move towards them, right? Maybe that you're not sure, okay? Now let's look at Consolamentum. The Hanged Man. See, you're seeing this third party differently because the star energy, that's what's hidden. This secret love relationship, that's what's hidden. And you're seeing that differently, okay? So you're going to close it out. I think you've decided you don't want to go towards a lover. Let's look at, because this is what you fear, the Sun. You fear everyone coming to know about this. Let's look at that Ace of Swords. Yeah. You know that if it becomes public, you'll be forced to make a decision very quickly, okay? And you don't want to do that. Let's look at the Entourage. Ten of Cups. So you see your family differently. You want to be with the family now, okay? I think you recognize that you have it pretty good with the family. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Wheel of Life. It's all very good. You're with an Empress energy. It looks like you just got bored, Aries. Okay, let's look at Lady Wisdom. Strength. And one more. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Here you are, okay? If you're the masculine energy here. With strength, you're holding back from them, okay? That's what you're going to convey to them. When it comes to this opportunity of a new love relationship with this lover, you're holding back from them, and that's what you're planning to tell them. Because your perspective has changed. Now you feel guilt. And with this Eight of Swords, you also feel trapped in a trap of your own making, right? You got into this affair, and now you feel trapped, okay? Because obviously this lover expects things from you. They're expecting a divorce, and you've changed your mind. You want to stay with your family. You don't want that divorce. You're not even sure that maybe this person is the one for you. And now you've got to tell them that. And it's stressing you out, Yeah, that's what I'm getting, Aries, okay? So I don't know. I mean, it's for you to work through all this confusion. Obviously, you've introduced a third party here, so someone is going to get hurt, okay? Yeah, that's what I'm getting. I think it will be the third party, at least for this reading, okay? Yeah, I think you recognize you want to move on from this Queen of Shields, who's the third party. You want to move on from them, I think that you're sort of caught between this third party's expectations and your family, who don't have any expectations but obviously are unaware of this third party, Yeah, that's what I'm getting, okay? So yeah, do tell me if any of it resonates. Please do hit like, share and subscribe. It always helps the channel. And I'll see you next time, Aries.